Hello, Justin here again from Brickright. This video is going to be Argent Marshall's paving, and it's on a 45-degree angle and on a stretcher bond, so something a little bit more interesting. So let's dive straight into the video and get on with it. So this is the start of the job. As you can see, we started taking up the concrete, 8 to 10 inches thick in places, that concrete. Boys worked really hard on it to get it all up. Then we had the grab wagon taking all the stuff away. Have a guess how much this job took in terms of tonnage, everything in, everything out, so all of it in terms of tons. Leave it in the comments below how many tons you think it took to complete this job. We did bump the wall, Fraser did, he's learning. Cole told the customer, so we had to rebuild it for free, but it's part and parcel of it. There was no damage done apart from Fraser was a bit upset. And here he is digging out or spreading all the scalpings around. He's doing a good job, is Frey. So this is me putting the eco drains in. This is how we do it. So I'm just putting the eco drain down. I've put a bit of sand and cement on the floor, just marking it out with a trowel exactly where it's got to be. So I've got that corner point, that critical bit. So from the end of the house out to where the eco drains are, mark your line. And then Frey likes to use a bevel. Everyone does it different. People are just going to say, put the one over the top of the other. I know that, but this is the way Frey likes it. So he's just marking it out, and then he can get on with cutting it off then with a disc cutter while Dayton adds to it and puts a mix on ready for us. All been cut. There we go, all installed. Some of it, most of it's installed. That's the miter, that's what you're looking for, that 45-degree angle, nice and crisp, neat and tidy. There we go, there's another example of another one on the other side. There's a lot of cutting on this one because it was a bay window and the porch, so cut. So the scalpings have been put down and whacked, and now this is the 6mm chipping we use instead of the sand that's on top, and this is around about 50mm thick. So we're just getting this into position, into the right place, and then once it is in the right place, we'll whack it on top again. And when you whack, obviously whack left, right, up, down, and your diagonals as well. Yeah, so just putting the soldier course in here just to put a step, because the customer wanted a step into the house from the driveway up into his porch and then into the house, because the step in the house is quite tall, so this is kind of halving it, reducing it. Bit of a top tip for you: when you're working in the sun, get yourself a flowery hat. So now the stone's in, we're just putting the screed rails in. As you can see, we've got our line set up for the final destination of the driveway, the top of the levels. The boys are just scraping out, putting the screed rails in while Marshall's deliver all our materials for us. We're using Argent from Marshall's in the dark colour and the light colour to get a nice contrast. That's the dark one there. So make sure your product, your paving, finishes to the top of the line. There we go, on top of the screed rail, smack onto the line like Fraser's showing you there. That's what you're looking for, and then your paving will be all flat to where you want it then. Such a handy tool, that probe screeder. Saves your back, saves kneeling down on the floor. You can do it standing up. For those pros out there, if you haven't got one, invest, get yourself one, because I think, or we think, they are absolutely brilliant. Such a time saver. So we got some string lines set up. These dictate exactly where I wanted the levels to go. So all we're doing, we've set all them up. There's string lines everywhere. They all represent the top of the finished level of the paving. So what that means, we can get our screed rails in and get our stone in to those string lines, so we know exactly where we're going. And we did put it up against the wall there as well, that I'm showing you when I'm pointing. And please subscribe. There's lots of people, 90% of people who watch our videos haven't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please subscribe to us. It would really help us. We'd really appreciate it. So yeah, click that subscribe button for us. And you can see by doing what I've said how level and flat that actually is. So yeah, we decided to up the ante on this when we got a three colour border, loads of mitering, loads of cuts on it. But I think at the end it'll be worth it. So yeah, we're coming across in a stretcher bond, coming off the house, coming square off the house, and then we've put a light colour in to stop the stretcher bond there, and I will show you later what we're going to do with the rest of the drive. Frey's just setting that and whacking that bit, and that'll be a stretcher bond in there as well. My youngest son, Dayton, he's 18. He's just wanted to go. He said, "Dad, can I have a go?" So I said, "Yeah, there we go then. Crack on." So he's just having a little go, just to see what it's all about. Oh, he's done a good job there, hasn't he? In all fairness to him, he's done a good job. Well done, Dayton. Nice to see a young lad having a go. And Fraser, we've marked out the where the three borders come in on this bit, changed it up a bit because of the black eco drain. You'll see what we did, and Fraser's just cutting off in a straight run, and he's done a fantastic job of all the cuts on here with the disc cutter. Really pleased with Frey. He's coming on leaps and bounds, and you know what, the customer noticed it as well. They commented, so that was really good. And then obviously we're just whacking this other bit, getting this ready now for the bottom section of the driveway and screeding it. So here's where we change the bond to the 45 degree. I think this is giving it a nice touch, a nice difference, a unique style. So yeah, we designed this purposely for this job, and hopefully it turns out really nice. I've just been screamed at past year and gone absolutely nuts because the wheelbarrow was there. When we said we move it, she's gone even more nuts and totally disrespected us and looked down on us, and it was really, really horrible. And we were all in a bad mood for it, wasn't we?
Yeah.
Including the customer. He come out and eventually, in a nice way, told her to move along, and it wasn't very nice. And then I'm thinking my day's going really bad, and then a bird's just shit on me. So, yeah, we're all cheerful again now, aren't we?
Yep.
Out there, don't moan at somebody else. We're doing our best here. We'd be really bloody thorough and trying to, you know, normally we'd have the wheelbarrow and we'd put it and we leave it by there. And, I don't know, let's just get on with it. Ooh, it's a long way down there, that was just. I could feel all the back cricking and the knees going there, mate. Oh, it's not easy, this job, is it? But it's satisfying when you do a good job and people are happy, so that's what I get out of it. So on this bit we can actually start laying a bit quicker because a lot of the drive has been meticulous working out and planning, but we can get this in now. But you know what, it's not really about slamming it in, it's about getting it right. So as long as it's right and as long as you take your time this right, that's good enough for me. So key when you're laying this is keep it all really tight together. Hit it in every now and again with your mallet just to check that there's no gaps appearing, and then you don't want any straight joints. So if you lay it and you get a straight joint, then take it out, remove it. You do not want any straight joints in it, and that's basically all we're doing. All the levels are set, so it's just a matter of putting it in and laying it to those requirements now. I'm not actually doing bad there for a grey-haired old thing, am I? So you can see us getting the string line out here, and what that is for, it's just checking that we're putting the paving in straight. That's a really top tip for you. Do that periodically every, say, 4 or 5 rows, just to check you're going in a straight line, because if it starts going wonky, then it really doesn't look very nice. So yeah, be careful of that one. Yeah, you want nice designs, you got to put extra work and effort into it. And again, we're putting that 3 border in and the mitering around all the corners. A lot of extra work, but hopefully it'll be worth it. And there I am, just marking it all up for Fraser, getting it ready for it to be cut. We're just using that DeWalt square just to get the, so I'm trying to get a right angle there, and then obviously the 45 degree that I'm putting on there now onto the paving. So you just got to take your time, and it's all meticulous, slow work, but you know, it's got to be done properly. And then Fraser, he's responsible to get those cuts absolutely spot on so that they fit exactly like that, what I'm putting in there now. And you know, you've got to take your time to do it, and it is worth it. I have to say, the cut the Fraser did along there was straight. It was just absolutely perfect what he did. So yeah, decided to change it up again and put a curve in it. Showed the client, they kind of liked it, so we've set the curve out, and Frey's doing his magic and cutting it. Really good job on that disc cutter, Fraser now. Our customers, Dave and Julie, been absolutely fantastic for it, haven't they?
Yeah.
We've had sausage sandwiches, bacon sandwiches continuously over and over again, cups of tea like there's no tomorrow. So yeah, it makes a real big difference when you work for such nice people and you they treat you well and you got that. So cheers, guys. So again, we spent such a long time moving the curve in, moving it out and getting it in exactly the right place. But you know what, again, it's worth it because it is in the right place and I think it looks really, really nice. So on the curve, as you can see, we decided it's a 3-size paving system. We decided to leave the bigger block, that you can see by my left knee there. We decided to leave the bigger block out and just go for the 2 smaller ones, and that gave us the opportunity to get the curve in with no gaps on the perp joints, opening out around the corners, and it just gave it a bit of an extra feature, and clients are really happy with it, and it really is starting to look nice now, starting to come together. So again, it's meticulous work, this is. You know, you just got to put everyone in. You can see me checking the levels there, checking for any gaps under the levels. And every single block has got to be put in exactly the right position. Because if there's one out of line or one that's a little bit too high or something, then you're going to see it. So you just got to take the time and put the effort in and have the patience to be able to get it in and to get it look right for you and for the customer. So yeah, slow process, but again, keep saying it, well worth it. So you can see me reaching for my level again, check, double check, triple check, get everything absolutely spot on. Most important, don't hit your finger because it hurts. So no path edgings on the edge, we flaunched it with concrete, put a load of concrete in there on the edges so we wouldn't splay. And then this is the new jointing system we got, the Pro Joint Sweeping. It's silver sand, and it sets in the joint. And apparently you can jet wash it. Don't know how good it is. We explained to the client that we'd never used it before, but do you know what? We've used it, and I think so far I'm impressed with it, and it looks really, really nice in the joint as opposed to that normal coloured, golden coloured sand. So you just lay it the same. If you've ever done kiln dried sand before, put the kiln dried sand down, leave a layer on top, whack it, brush it in, get all the haze off. If you're lucky enough to own a leaf blower, all the residue on top, just blow it off with a leaf blower. And the next process, we will show you that when it comes along. So we just broke it down into bits. Just did a bit at a time, whacked it, brushed it off, leaf blowed it off, went on to the next bit and just went through the driveway and did the whole thing. Got it all into the joints before we started the next process of it. So this was 70 square meters approximately, and we used 9 bags on this driveway. So it just gives you an indication in case you're looking to do your driveway. So here we go then, this is Fraser finishing it. You just add small amounts of water at the start, leave it to kind of do its thing for about 5-10 minutes, and then add your water and build up the quantity of water as you're doing it. But what I will say is when you use the whacker plate, it's really, really dusty. So if you're thinking of doing this without a face mask and safety glasses, then don't, because it was very, very, very dusty.
Sorry.
So yeah, this is the third time we've put water on it now, and Fraser's just adding more and more water to it now, and that helps the product to actually set. So here's the finish of what we actually did. Client's going to plant that planter area up, and he's going to finish the porch. A friend of his is coming to do the porch, so when it's all done we'll go back and take some more photographs to show you. But yeah, it turned out really, really nice, this one. It's still drying out a little bit. There's a few damp patches where it's rained, but overall I'm really, really pleased with it. I think the bond from stretcher bond into the 45 looks really, really nice, and I like the 3 borders and the miters. It's a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of cutting, but you know what, I think it's really worth it, because really pleased with it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And for those of you who guessed the tonnage, believe it or not, it was 81.5 tons that was dug out and put back in for this job in its entirety. So if you like the video, please like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers, thank you very much.